We have breaking news at this hour. There's been another twist in the AYO Technology matter. The North Gauteng High Court is setting aside a compliance notice, and that notice claimed that AYO must repay money it received from the Public Investment Corporation. And regulators wanted AYO to repay nearly 4.3 billion rand within a matter of weeks. Now, it seems that won't happen. Let's get the very latest now. Our reporter Aviwe Mtila is tracking that case for us at the North Gauteng High Court. Aviwe, what does this decision mean?
Well, simply put, Marcel, AYO Technology does not have to pay back that 4.3 billion rand that was invested by the PIC back in December 2017. It was hardly 3 minutes inside the court with a handful of people where Judge van der Westhuizen handed down that ruling. Let me just read an extract from it. It says that the compliance notice issued by the respondent on 21st February 2019 to the applicants is declared unlawful and of no force or effect. The respondents in this case are the CIPC, and the applicants are the PIC. Of course, the PIC was arguing that it didn't get enough notice in order to regain that 4.3 billion rand from AYO Technology. It said that in a meeting on the 20th of February, it only found out on that meeting. Prior to that meeting, it didn't get detail that it would initially have to recollect that money within 15 days. So that compliance notice has been declared unlawful. And in fact, the PIC has to pay the cost for the two councils of both AYO Technology and as well as the PIC.
What happens from here?
Well, as I understand, at this stage, that compliance notice is unlawful, which means that AYO Technology does not have to pay that 4.3 billion rand that it essentially was in fact told to repay by the 14th of March. Of course, they had an urgent application themselves, which was also declared moot in that same court hearing just now that we heard at the North Gauteng High Court. Their urgent application was declared moot, and it was removed from the roll because of this application. It was two separate applications, urgent applications, and because of the PIC one, which was declared unlawful, AYO Technology didn't have to go through with theirs, and it was declared moot, and in fact it was struck off the roll.
Now, this story was very much also kept an eye on by the PIC inquiry that continues today. Why was this story involving AYO Technologies and that huge amount of money so controversial?
Well, the big issue around it was the book value of AYO Technology, which was estimated back then in 2017 at around 67 million rand. Its assets in total were estimated around 292 million. So it was eye-raising for the PIC to in fact invest 4.3 billion rand, buying a share for 43 rands. It was eye-raising to pay that much into a company that's hardly worth 400 million rand. So it did come up in the ingoing PIC inquiry, where questions around Dan Mtila, the former CEO of the PIC, who in fact we heard in the inquiry that he came back from leave to assure that this particular deal went through. So those were the questions around the conduct of the PIC regarding this particular investment into AYO Technology.
We're going to leave it there for now. eNCA's Aviwe Mtila reporting to us live there from the North Gauteng High Court.